Golden day. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's start this off a little bit. I'm going to go into a walk about being a part of something. Your group, your mentality, your frequency, your vibe. Let's get into it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me get this right. Hey. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. Some good stuff. Some nice treats for you. And yes, blessings. Solar day to you. Hope everything is well with you and yours. Yeah, coming equipped from the headquarters. I'm just want to go into some things that are taking place right now, right? In your immediate areas, you might have something going on, and you want to be able to get some participation. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Wellness to you. And these groups are actually asking for participation. These movements. I want to get into the Freedom Georgia movement a little bit and see how people vibe about that. I mean, I think it's a definite great step in self-reliance and rebuilding a community. There's a group of families, 19 families that got along. And I've always said, it may take a stellar 10 families on one accord to make things move and to be the catalyst to set great things in position. So this is why the social media is very important and how people relate to each other and how people, definitely network. Now we have to be on the vibe where, we're trying to build something and be productive in our energies, create something that other people can follow and add on to and build on with that, So not to beat you in the head, I'm gonna show you a couple of groups that I'm into right now. Okay, yeah. Had a little slow internet connection, but we're still rocking. And I just want to say wellness to you and your families. Right there is the first unit to make the first step in what we call community building, going into nation building. You have to start small first. If you can't get your relationships together with you and yours and the people or the people you wind up meeting, you do a disservice to that nation building step. Is that still the plan? The way I see certain people move or certain groups move, I don't think, everybody's on the same accord. It's that WIIF FM, what's in it for me radio. So, boom, let me get to a little music. Vibe out with me. I'm not going to be on too long. You know what I'm saying? I know you got things to attend to. And tonight is one of the group's meetings actually on the phone. So you can get in touch with the brothers and the sisters, the elders, and build with that. Without further ado, I hope you can hear it. Money weather, we get better. J.R. Dion. Yeah, it could be your time today.
Scared.
Yeah, we better speak the truth. Let the fake fabricate. Run around like you a shooter, you ain't never the case. Say goodbye to your fake type, but say hello to your real problems. Yeah, earn you some money, yeah, you still staying with your mama. I'm not here to shoot you down, I'm here to help figure it out. Cause we all been there before, stress waking up on the couch. Trust, I've been through the drought shit, I'm still kinda going through it. But trust me now, money my language, I speak it through it. I'm talking hard work, dedication, man, you can do it. I'm talking that money elevation to go pursue it. And whatever it is, I hope you do it real big. If you stay true to yourself, then forever you'll live. Whether it's $1 million plus or just a brand new gig. Like I ain't never giving a nigga that hustle stuff. Shit. Hustle the only thing that saves us. Hustle the only thing that saves us. Spreading so much love, it's starting to get contagious. Yeah, hustle the only thing that saves us.
Hustle's the only thing that
Hustle the
saved us.
only thing that saves us.
J.R.
Hustle
Dion,
the only thing that
new
saves us.
project out now.
Starting to
Seen
get
it happen.
contagious. Yeah. Hustle the only thing that saves. You might just catch me on a mission, hoping that they see my vision, like they promised to me later. Manifest some more ambition. Broke the rich, now I couldn't be a hard transition. On the shit, it's sometimes confused with supervision. I'm focusing in on the control of my provisions. The snakes trying to reel you in, they gon' fix it. Before we talk deals, let's talk on the specifics. It ain't real, I seen that shit from a distance with no invitation. The demons still come to visit with no hesitation. I'm focused on trying to get it, can't live with frustration, so I just change my situation. This rap faded, we the flyest in the nation. It's all the money game, the hustlers we participate. The journey got
We're gonna talk about that.
Struggle had me thinking. These niggas wrapping blankets and they got big dreams. But get up and take them by all means, yeah. Hustle the only thing that saves. Hustle the only thing that saves. Spreading so much love, it's starting to get contagious. Hustle the only thing that saves. Hustle the only.
Yeah, that's J.R. Dion, a younger. You can check him out on his Instagram, JAYRDION, J.R. Dion. New project out called something. I see something happen, and that was hustle. Hustling is the only thing that saved us, and actually, this is what's saving us right now, as you see on the screen: self-reliance and ownership. But I definitely want to talk about empowerment too, right? So tonight, let me share my screen a little bit. Hope you can hear me. Is a group I'm into. I've been introduced a couple of years ago by the brother Ben. And he's a good brother that I met in the Armin Ra Squad group with a bunch of other talented up and coming scholars at that, with actual works, on the ground and running. Shouts to the Monster Warrior Clan, Dr. Mayat, a lot of others. So it's us lifting us, Economic Development Cooperative LLC, and what we're doing is sharing the contributions of the message. Also, it's an equity program as well. The initial fee to be a member is actually being, accrued. And once we get to a point where you can triple your money. All right, this is not a thing about basically you have to keep giving. It's a one-time membership fee, but you get to associate with this network. We're going to talk about it right now, right? There's a store, there's a contact us, garbage return. There's the online community. The 10-point appeal plan is the same function almost as the Black Panther blueprint, which is a model of success. We're going to go into a little bit of this. ULU, us lifting us, 10-point appeal and plan for the new Black economy. And as Black people, we take full responsibility for the economic destiny of our communities and nations. 2, Black persons and Black institutions, especially the Black church. When we say Black, we're talking about melanated beings, wherever they are. Let's get this, but in particular, the ones that have been in the Ma'afa or the struggle or, the hood. And definitely bringing that together, what you call a classic Black American or something like that. There's so many different labels, and we're going to get into that in another show, how we've been broken up and pieced out, where that tension and that contention is something that keeps us divided, right? Black persons and Black institutions, especially the Black church, together as members in a large-scale cooperatively owned business enterprise to pool our resources. That is the function. This cooperatively owned business enterprise is reflective of our unique culture and interest in the world. I can't see the comments right now, but I'm gonna go back to that. Oh, hold on. What the hell? Okay. The governance and legal form of the cooperative accommodate democratic principles. One member, one vote with elected leadership. This is what we talk about when we're saying your local politics is key, because once you, and this is why Freedom Georgia is going to be so great if ego doesn't get in the way. We'll talk about that. Only members of the cooperative and not the public have the opportunity to secure ownership units, equity in the business enterprise, with the potential to amass billions of dollars for community development. I'm sharing this with you so we can build our financial community better, and also include you in the vote to do what we need to do to expand it for community services and small local politicians. We have to be the change. And I'm gonna tell you about that politically as well, if you're into wolf packs and things like that. The cooperative focuses on opening and operating businesses in local communities that, one, provide needed goods and services, two, create new jobs, three, stimulate additional business activity, and four, yield a fair profit. You know, back to black-owned grocery stores, even a Frank cart at the local a cart, a pretzel cart, popcorn machine, right in your local park, at the basketball game, at the football game. Something reflective of who we are. You know, get money into people's pockets, maybe even a recidivism program. I got something like that on the side. I developed that 2 years ago. I'll talk about that on another later date. 7, the cooperative is driven to duplicate and expand into hundreds and eventually thousands of businesses, all owned and controlled by the collective. Remember, in this pandemic, 41 to 48% of Black businesses and small businesses in general are in jeopardy, shutting down and closing up forever. More of a reason to join. 8, the net profits from overall cooperative successes are used to one, reinvest, two, for the distribution of grants and endowment, and three, direct returns, dividends to members, owners of the cooperative, as I was going over before. 9, the large-scale cooperatively owned, group-owned business enterprise functions as a catalyst and central element in building and sustaining the new Black economy, one that gives power to our people. And 10, Us Lifting Us Economic Development Cooperative, LLC, serves as the aforementioned model. These points are based on the basis for Black and economic empowerment, security, and welfare of our people. Starts with our determination, to control the economics of our communities and nations. Let's see, how can I get out of that? Bam. Let me stop sharing. Did I share the screen? Good gracious. Okay, I hope y'all heard all that. Let me know if I shared the screen and okay, yeah, sharing screen was canceled. All right, got it. So, with all that, we actually have a blueprint. And if you ever read Dr. Amos Wilson's Blueprint for Black Power, you know, you have a line of thinking of where we need to be. And that's key. That's key. Now you have reference points. And we go back into this because we do have a meeting tonight, a call meeting. And it's imperative that we share this information for people that want to do something, you know. Where's my, oh goodness, where am I at? So I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. I see. I got that. Hold on. I got kicked out. Okay, I got kicked out for a second. Sorry about that. Self-reliance relationship, um, basically just from people like Marcus Garvey, Booker T. Washington, Martin Delaney, to get things right with our community. And your involvement starts in your family, starts in the businesses around your area, starts with you networking with people, using these platforms of social media to grow that and expand our vision. And it's necessary that we keep our integrity when we have it, develop credibility when we have it, because you who watch this or hear this may be that fulcrum, or maybe that weight on the side of justice to make things change. And what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta take that into consideration. Let me go back, share screen. I know, right? Yeah, I know. Okay, we're gonna share the screen. Not the auto. Why is not? Share the entire screen, right? Thank you. It's interesting how that works. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. Pardon me, I've been working on this and working on that. I hope you can see it. All right. ULU, Us Lifting Us, Ujamaa, Family Centered Economics. Remember, this is we do, not just something that we talk about, right? Right. Community, online community. So we definitely have a social network there as well. I'm not gonna put my information in there right now. No, I'm not gonna do that. Lulu Radio. This is where we call in. All right. Every Thursday, 9 o'clock. So that's why I'm doing this right now. Live international radio call-in discussion session. See the number there, 99477-279. And that's that. That's you. I'm gonna show you the next group that I'm into right now, and it's for a lot of you conscious heads, as they say. Conscious community, right? That's where we are supposed to be coming out of and representing. I've been with listen to this brother Grant for a long time. Very astute scholar. He's a scholar, modern day scholar. Merkaba Academy, the Real Merkaba. You can find him at the Real Merkaba on YouTube. Very, very great works. Very great works. Hundreds of videos breaking down everything from the Bible to meditation, self-awareness. Is a key player in changing the game. Key player. Well, I'm not going to go to that right now. And that's what that's about right there. Let me stop sharing the screen. Is it stopped? Okay. All that to say, what's going to happen is definitely definitely about how we treat each other, right? And going into what Freedom Georgia is about, these 19 families got together to say, hey, enough is enough. We have to be controllers on destiny. We want to be able to grow our own crops, teach our children, develop roads, develop businesses, feed, clothe, and shelter ourselves. I mean, what's more, better than that? Isn't that's the move? We've seen this move a few times before. I say the latest of that type of big move like that was with Dr. York, to say the truth, in Georgia. All right, and he developed this community, the Ansar community, um, and they changed their name, uh, Nuwabian, Nuwabian community, and they were able to do that until the big scandals and the arrests and everything came out, and it put a black eye on a lot of different groups. People look at other groups funny, and anybody that was moving in that type of arena was definitely getting put under watch, and not by government, not by particular enemy opposing side, from the very people it's supposed to be serviced. Now, when that happens, something's supposed to take an effect of next level, a next chain of command. The next level is supposed to kick in to say, okay, if that was happening on the top, we got a situation set in place where they're still thriving. And this is where leadership, and a strategy behind leadership must be more in tune and in line, and even more transparent for the members, so they can have an incentive to say, well, if something goes off, A, B, and C may be out of the way, but I can follow with D, E, F. You understand? And because you don't take those type of precautions and do that type of third, even fourth level thinking, a lot of groups fall to the wayside or have to capitulate to the program of society, build compromises and be diplomatic and not stand on a strong word anymore that gave the integrity that it had. So those are a couple of groups that are forging me. And there's other groups I'm into right now as well, especially social activism groups. But you can't say too much. You don't say too much. Please don't. Because one of the jewels of having a certain group is for it to be able to move without being controlled, without having to compromise, to be its own entity and develop. It's only for the chosen few, in a way. That's why I said 10. It's going to take 10 families, but now it's 19 families. Hopefully, it can grow into 29. To be in the same accord, can be. And I think we're going to talk about that tonight at the 9 o'clock call. The last call was very powerful about our, and when I say our, I mean the Black American, the young Black American, the young Black youth, teach the truth to the young Black youth, right? The melanated ones, the originals, if you want to say that, the natives, or what have you. Those are disenfranchised or our position in the digital divide. Where do we need to go? And we are now. What are our resources? Are we coding? Are we even in the mix of the new wave to come? Because remember, there is a thing called Industry 4.0. Google that if you want to know what that is. There are already inventions like iFlyTech and that cooperate line to line, step by step with the government. And the people want it. You're like, why would they want something like that? It builds a bigger database, but they're also crushing those that are disenfranchised, like the URGUR Chinese Muslims. Chinese Muslims in China, the Xinjiang province, whose culture continuity has been together for thousands of years. But now Flytech and other groups come in, they want to get the language, and once they get the language, they can infiltrate with the technology. Because now you want to compete with trading. Trading is the religion of all nations. Believe that. Because in a way, the dollar is God. And I don't mean that green dollar. Currency, economy. You have to be able to control resources. If you're not able to control resources, develop the land you're on, chances are you'll be dependent on someone or another force. And this is why Freedom Georgia is so important. It is a baby being born into those who are self-reliant, but it can't tolerate any mess. All that troll business, all that brother against brother, sister against sister, all that rah rah, I'm aggressive for no reason. You have to be purified to get to that next level. That's all I'm saying. Pardon me. That's all I'm saying. So with that, in closing, develop your tribe. I don't like to say tribe. Tribe is a colonized word. Let's get that out of our way. Develop your grouping. Create a force field of positivity around them. Empower them and develop them in the light and glow of what needs to happen, not what you want to happen. You may want a 600 Benz, and you may need a minivan. Dig that. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for sharing the word. We share air. We'll put up another presentation maybe tomorrow morning. Come back with it. I also have a thing called the Wealth Chambers Future Flow Show. And I'm going to go into iFlyTech and also other apparatus that we have like Alexa, Echo, Cortana, Siri. Voice recognition and facial recognition has been in the plan since the 60s. It didn't come into culmination until the 80s and late 80s, early 90s. We want to dig into that real deep because we need to be a part of it or know how to stray away with it. So once again, I thank you for coming out. Let me end this the way I came. We don't use peace, but we use salute and solidarity.